You're listening to a podcast by the Perennial Leader Project. Welcome to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. This is day 16. I'm J.W. Bertolotti from Perennial Meditations, and we are exploring what it means to live a, quote, good life. We rail daily at fate, saying, why has A been carried off in the middle of his career? Why is not B carried off instead? Why should he prolong his old age, which is a burden to himself as well as to others? But tell me, do you consider it fairer that you should obey nature or that nature should obey you? And what difference does it make how soon you depart from a place you must depart from sooner or later? We should strive not to live long, but to live rightly. For to achieve a long life, you need fate only, but for right living, you need the soul. Let us see to it, my dear Lucilius, that our lives, like jewels of great price, be noteworthy not because of their width, but because of their weight. Let us measure them by their performance, not by their duration. Would you know wherein lies the difference between this hardy man who, despising fortune, has served through every campaign of life and has attained life's supreme good, and that other person over whose head many years have passed? This passage is adapted from Seneca's letter known today as On the Quality as Contrasted with the Length of Life. It's worth asking, usually repeatedly, what does it mean to live a, quote, good life? Does it have anything to do with living a long life? For the Stoics, it's not the length that makes a good life. A life is long if it is a full life, stresses Seneca. But the fullness is not attained until the soul has rendered to itself its proper good. That is, until it has assumed control over itself. It's important to remember that we are not in control of the length of our life, but how we live it. Consider reflecting or journaling on this question, which the Stoic philosopher Epictetus posed to his students. If you understand these truths, what will stop you from living in a free and easy way, calmly accepting everything that can happen and putting up with what has already happened? Thank you for listening to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. I hope you found something useful for daily life. If you enjoy what we're doing here and want to support the project, consider becoming a Perennial Meditations member. And finally, as always, I urge you to put what you heard into practice. Until next time, be wise and be well.